Am I wrong if I were to dump my boyfriend because he doesn't want to work towards the life I want? I want to purchase a house in a middle-class suburb, have multiple kids and go on vacations every so often. I'm working hard in my career to achieve these goals. My boyfriend, however, doesn't want to work towards these goals. He is happy at his minimum wage job and doesn't make an effort to improve himself. I'm convinced his goal is to stay poor for the rest of his life and never leave the hood. I am the only one making an effort to make a good future for us. He's a grown man and I'm not going to pay his way. There's nothing worse than a grown man who won't be able to provide for his family and wants to mooch off my success. You two aren't compatible. Not wrong. It doesn't sound like you are compatible. Being together would lead to frustration and arguments and trying to push him to do things he isn't interested in doing. It's okay to have different life goals. If he's happy where he is, that's great. No shame. Same for you. You want more and that's okay too. You are, however, not compatible because you have different goals. It's not wrong to dump him. You just want different things. If a man doesn't share your life goals, how can you share your life with him? You have different life goals. He isn't the life partner for you. Your relationship will never work out when you have such different goals. Okay, there is nothing wrong with dumping someone because your futures don't align. However, there is no reason to talk down about someone for not wanting that future with you. I'm sorry, a lot of people just don't care about money. It doesn't mean they don't care about themselves or improving themselves. It just isn't a huge deal to everyone. Not everyone wants to play by rich people rules. Some people just wanna exist and die. And that's okay. You're not wrong for wanting someone whose future aligns with yours. You are wrong for acting superior because your goals and values in life are different. It's okay that people don't live to work. Why do I see this post every day on different subreddits? He is happy at his minimum wage job. He's happy. You said it yourself. To some people this is all they need to be content. Not everyone needs all the bells and whistles. Find someone else whose vision and goals align with yours. This is some Groundhog Day shit, I swear. Every damn day. No. It's not wrong to dump your boyfriend. For any reason. Really. But especially if you don't see a future with him. Yes. It's okay to value your goals and your future over being in a crappy relationship. Yes. There will always be people telling you that you should value having a man over anything else, and obviously those people are entitled to their opinion. But ultimately you need to learn to be okay doing what's best for yourself and not letting the opinions of others be a deciding factor. Move along, sister. He's not the one. Why do you even have to ask this? I feel like you two should have had a conversation at the very beginning of the relationship or when you started dating about plans for the future. Family. Goals. Seemingly you have completely different plans for the future. As someone said before, you are not compatible with each other. Obviously no, you have different aspirations. You're not compatible. The only issue I have is how critical you are of him. I kind of hate the mindset of they are uninspired because they work a min job. They will just be poor for the rest of their lives. If he's happy and he doesn't mind not bringing in a lot of money, all the power to him. Financial and life goal compatibility are amongst the most important considerations in relationship. Viability. At 30 he is who he is. And you have a very strong set of ideals for yourself. Maintain your boundaries. And realize this is going nowhere. There's nothing wrong with your goals or his goals. I assume he wants to stay there because he has ties to the neighborhood. Community has value too. They just aren't compatible. Go find the life you want. And the right companion for it. He is happy at his minimum wage job and doesn't make an effort to improve himself. I'm convinced his goal is to stay poor for the rest of his life and never leave the hood. This comment is pissing me off so bad. LMAO, God forbid someone is happy with his career, which is very rare nowadays. Of course you're not wrong. You have different goals. Part of being in a partnership is sharing goals and working together towards them. If one or both of you is going to be unhappy doing what the other wants, then being together doesn't make sense. Neither of you are wrong. I know people who love striving and their hard work pays off in terms of their lifestyle. I also know people who are content in the same min-wage job they've had for years because the payoff is less stress and more free time. You can part ways without apportioning blame if your goals are not aligned. You're not wrong for dumping your boyfriend for literally any reason you want. You don't need a reason at all, let alone a justified one, to break up with someone. That said, this sounds like a really good reason to end a relationship. Y'all want different things in life. It's okay to want a simple job and keep expenses low, to not be stretched thin. You want more than that. That's also okay. You just don't want the same things. It's good to realize this and part ways before you have lost too much time. What you want has a time component to it, and you need to move on. Doesn't sound like you want to mooch off your success, but more like you demand that he provide for your dream lifestyle. Anyway, leaving someone cause your life goal aren't compatible is totally okay. More okay than talking down about your partner like that. Not at all. You have different goals. You can break up with people for whatever reason you want. It's your life. That being said, you two want different things. Nothing wrong with either style of life you two are choosing. You would probably be doing both of you a favor in the long run. Are these his kids? Because it sounds like they aren't. In which case he is taking care of his family, i.e. himself. There is nothing wrong with working minimum wage jobs. Oftentimes they are the jobs most needed by our society. Is he happy? What does he want? It's concerning that you don't mention either of these things. Edit. You're not wrong for ending the relationship. But he is wrong for not wanting a house in the suburbs. Something many people aren't interested in. Girl, you post this everyday cold sweat smile. Not wrong at all. Ultimately, you have to live your life the way you want to live it. He doesn't seem compatible with the type of life you've stated you want. Especially if he's 30 already and seemingly has no desire to improve himself. If that's the kind of life he wants for himself, there's nothing wrong with that either. But it's not compatible with the life you want unless you're intending on basically supporting him, as well your home and family, which is likely what would happen if you continued on this path. Low-wage job. Surely he's not actually on min wage. This is where you're starting to exaggerate. You don't need to make his job less than it actually is just to justify breaking up. You also don't need to get validation from random Redditors to make decisions like this. If you want to leave him because he's not enough, just do it and own it. Do it for you because it's what's best for you. Here's nothing worse than a grown man who won't be able to provide for his family and wants to mooch off my success. Lol. Is this the 1950s? Stop shaming grown men for not wanting to be providers. That's oppressive in the same ways as shaming women to be housewives.